What if I told you that there's an untold story behind the relationship between Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce and pop superstar Taylor Swift? Well, today you're going to hear it straight from the source, Travis' teammate and close friend, quarterback Patrick Mahomes. In this exclusive interview, Patrick is pulling back the curtain and revealing the real reason why Travis and Taylor took their relationship public last year. It's a story of football, fame, and a twist of fate that you won't believe. So sit back, turn up the volume, and get ready for the untold story of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Patrick, thanks so much for sitting down with me today. I know you and Travis are incredibly close, so I have to ask, what's the real story behind him and Taylor Swift? Chuckles, well, you're right. Me and Trav go way back. We've been best friends and teammates for years now. So when he told me he was dating Taylor Swift, I'll admit I was pretty shocked. I mean, who wouldn't be? She's one of the biggest stars on the planet. But the more he told me about how it all happened, the more it started to make sense. See, it all goes back to last year's AFC Championship game against the Bengals. You remember that epic comeback we pulled off, right? Oh yeah. I'll never forget that game. You guys were down big in the fourth quarter, but then came storming back to win it. An unbelievable performance. Exactly. Well, after the game, Trav and I were doing our usual post-game interview when suddenly Taylor Swift shows up. Apparently she's a big Chiefs fan, and she came down to the field to congratulate us. No way. Taylor Swift was there. What happened next? Laughs. That's where things get interesting. Trav said he was totally starstruck when he saw her. I mean, who wouldn't be? She walks up to him, gives him a big hug, and tells him how amazing he played. And Trav, being the smooth guy that he is, just completely froze up. He could barely get 2 words out. Oh man, I can just picture the look on his face. Travis Kelce, reduced to a stuttering mess in front of Taylor Swift. So what happened after that? Well, the interview had to keep going. So Trav and I finished up and started heading back to the locker room. But as we're walking, Taylor comes up to Trav again and asks if he wants to grab dinner sometime. And of course, Trav says yes without even thinking about it. No way, she asked him out on a date. Just like that. Yep, just like that. Trav was practically floating on air. He couldn't believe his luck. I had to remind him to keep it together and not start doing backflips in the middle of the stadium. Laughs. I can only imagine. So how did their first date go? Did Trav finally manage to keep his cool? Chuckles, oh, he tried his best. But you gotta understand, this is Travis Kelce we're talking about. The guy's got more personality than anyone I know. So when he showed up to dinner with Taylor, he was a bundle of nervous energy. But Taylor was super cool about it. She could tell Trav was a little starstruck, so she made it her mission to put him at ease. They ended up talking for hours, cracking jokes, and just having a great time together. By the end of the night, Trav was his normal, confident self again. And I'm guessing that first date led to more dates, and the rest is history. Nods, exactly. After that initial meeting, Trav and Taylor just clicked. They have so much in common: the fame, the demanding schedules, the intense media scrutiny. It's like they were made for each other. Over the next few months, they started seeing each other more and more. And eventually, they decided to take their relationship public, which, as you can imagine, caused a total media frenzy. I can only imagine. The two biggest celebrities in their respective fields, finally going public with their romance. It had to be wild. Oh, it was crazy. Everywhere Trav and Taylor went, they were followed by paparazzi. Reporters were camped out at their homes, trying to get the scoop. It was a total circus. But through it all, Trav and Taylor have managed to keep their relationship strong. They're there for each other, they support each other, and they genuinely care about one another. And at the end of the day, that's what really matters. That's an amazing story. Patrick, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed that Trav was able to pull this off. He must be one smooth operator. Laughs. You got that right. Trav's always been a bit of a ladies' man. But even I have to admit, landing Taylor Swift is on a whole other level. He must have pulled out all the stops. Well, I'm sure their fans are thrilled to see them together. They make such a great couple. Absolutely. And you know, I think a big part of why they work so well is because they understand the demands of each other's careers. They know what it's like to live under the microscope, to have every move scrutinized. It's a unique bond that I don't think a lot of people can relate to. But Trav and Taylor, they get it. And that's what makes their relationship so special. Well, Patrick, thank you so much for sharing this incredible story. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're rooting for Travis and Taylor. Here's to many more happy years together. Smiles. You got it, my friend. Trav and Taylor, they're the real deal. And I'm just glad I could be the one to share their untold story with the world. There you have it, folks. The untold story of how Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's relationship blossomed from a chance encounter at the AFC Championship game to one of the biggest celebrity power couples of our time. Who knew that a simple post-game interview could lead to something so special? It just goes to show that sometimes the most incredible things can happen when you least expect them. So keep your eyes peeled, because you never know when the next big celebrity romance might be right around the corner. In the meantime, be sure to let me know what you think about this incredible story in the comments below. I'll be reading them all.